Welcome to your live stream or the live. Welcome to the live. Okay, welcome to your live stream. Okay, I am here with messages from passed over loved ones, ancestors, and so forth. Okay, bear with me because I'm trying to get the camera positioned the right way. Okay. Okay. Okay, whoever this message is for, I hope you could hear me loud and clear. Okay. Because this thing stopped trying to stop me from delivering this message. Okay. So bear with me. Okay. Okay. I guess you can see and hear me clear. I don't know. But I was just guided to do a message or at least show up. Okay. Where's the weed? The weed, the weed, the weed. Okay, found it. So let's get some characteristics out here on the table about your past over loved one, or let's get something out here. I'm being guided to pull from the scare deck or the scar. Yeah, the scar deck. Okay, we are 11 minutes, starting at 11. So let's get 3 cards from this deck to see what this could be about. The reason why I was called to read. Let's see what this could be about. Okay. I just heard something about the other day. I keep hearing something about the other day. Okay. just hope that you can hear me, and I hope this reached the person it's supposed to reach in time. I don't know why I keep feeling like it's not going to reach the person it's supposed to reach in time. So bear with me while I get these cards in order. Okay. So I just hope that everything is going good thus far for you, whoever you are. Okay. Because I don't know, I'm just picking up on somebody who is about ready to just give up in a situation. Okay. Somebody's name could be Tate, or yeah, Tate is what I'm getting. Okay. So bear with me because I'm still getting the cards together that I'm going to use. Okay. So this is the best that I could get the camera also. So I hope that this work out for the better. Okay, because I don't feel like getting up to get the phone holder. So I am picking up on somebody who is a bit sluggish at this time. This could be your passed over loved one who is restless. I'm getting this passed over loved one wants you to know that they are restless. Okay, because you could be pulling on their energy a lot. Looking for answers or trying to get clarity as to why this person crossed over. Okay, is what I'm getting at this time. Um, I just feel like whoever this person is, um, they need rest. Just period. Whoever this is, because I feel like I need to get some rest, but I just need to warm up to doing the reading right now. So that's why I'm 15 minutes into the reading and nothing, no card has been pulled or nothing. And I feel like this is because you could be pulling on a past over loved one's energy and they are pulling on yours to get their energy back. Okay. I don't know how that's working, but it is also 3:50 a.m. where I am. And I am up and I'm recording. Okay. I just wanted somebody to know that. Also, yeah, I feel like You have been having to just run to the bathroom too, out of nowhere. Okay. And this has been happening for like 2 days now or something like that. Your passed over loved one is bringing this up. Okay, let me spray to cleanse the energy. To cleanse the energy. Okay. Let me put my crystal out here to keep the energy cleansed during this reading. Okay. Where's my sound cup? I have to go ahead and come through, spirit. Yeah, I feel like there's like an energy of quietness around you. Okay. Like you could be quiet and it just feel dead, like flat, like plain, like nothing is happening around you is what I'm getting. You could be experiencing some supernatural activity is what I'm picking up on. Okay, that's why you can't sleep. It is 3:53 a.m. in the morning where I'm at. And I'm in Los Angeles, California. I just seen a gnat, which is symbolic for a passed over loved one being present. Okay, it's a spirit, and that is a spirit. I just felt a breeze. Also, when my windows and everything is closed in my home. Okay, bear with me. I'm still warming up. Okay, so whoever can't wait, that's well and good. You could go ahead and leave and come back. Leave and come back as many times as you want. Okay, it's up to you. But if you see me live broadcasting right now, that means that it's a message for you. Cause it's 4 in the morning basically where I'm at. 3:54 a.m. If you up and you catching me live broadcast, then it's a message for you. Okay. You don't even have to be up and catching this broadcast. It's whenever you watch it. Okay. If you saw it, this message is for you. Okay. So be patient, impatient. It's up to you. Yeah, because I feel like the person that this message is for, they're growing impatient by now. They're trying to figure out why am I not reading? What is taking me so long? You hate when readers do this. And some more shit is what I'm hearing you say. Yeah, I feel like you gonna leave out. Yep, you left out. But you gonna come back. You gonna keep leaving out and coming back, keep leaving out and coming back to see if I've started reading or not. Okay, you could be trying to figure out why is it taking me so long to read. I must don't know how to read is what you're saying. Okay, whoever you are, I can hear you. I feel like you don't even believe in tarot card readings, but you find them to be very interesting. Okay. It's like you're indulging in dark arts, is what you think you are doing when you are watching tarot card readings. And I'm here to tell you that that is not the case, baby, because I wouldn't even be dealing with it if it was. Okay. I'm picking up on somebody who likes to use slang. Okay. Or is this your past over loved one? They was big on slang or they was against it. Okay. They wanted you to speak real English. Like they don't like when you say ain't or isn't or where y'all at or not over there or I'm up in here. They don't like when you say stuff like that. Manners is big to this person, whoever this spirit is that I'm picking up on. Okay, they just crossed over. It's something about the nutcracker. The nutcracker. I don't know what that's about. Okay, this could have been this person's favorite movie to watch or something like that. Okay. I also hear that this person was a fan of Snoop Dogg. This person really liked Snoop Dogg. Whoever this passed over loved one is could have liked to knit. Also, they was a knitter. I'm hearing nitty, okay? Nitty or netty or netta or renetta or something like that. It don't have to be their name, but it could be like somebody that they know also. This passed over loved one. Okay. This person in spirit, like if you try to tell them something, you have to hurry up and tell them. Because I'm hearing them say, I don't even want to hear it. I'll just keep hearing that person say that. I don't even want to hear it. Or is that you that's saying that? You said you don't know why people play like that. Somebody is saying something here. I'm hearing somebody talk in the background, whoever you are. I heard somebody used to drive a yellow car or they won a yellow car or something about a yellow car. And how you scared to drive far. It's not that you're scared to drive, you just don't like to drive far or something like that. Okay. Be careful when like how when you get out the car, you go into a store and then you come back to get in the car. Be careful with that because your past over loved one is saying that they see an imposter in the back seat of your car. Somebody here got a two-seater. Okay, that person, whoever got a two-seater, or something about your when you driving to go see her. Only you know what I'm talking about. They said when you go driving to go see her, be careful. Yeah, somebody is gonna be wearing like purple. Like I see a purple top or something like that when this happens. So yeah, somebody's gonna be in the back, they said. In the back. So it could be either the back seat or watch your back or something I'm hearing. I don't know, I just feel scared right now. Like real scared. Really scared. I just heard Alicia. Alicia or Anika or Ronika or something like that. Pauletta or Sinclair or something like that. Something about a round back. Something about the back. Be careful with this. Okay, take heed to this message, is what I hear the Holy Spirit saying. Whoever you are, you need to heed this message. Heed the message. You need to. Something about somebody is planting a seed or somebody's seed, like their offspring, their child. Okay. Or you as this person, somebody that's in spirit is saying that you are their child or something like that. Something about a child. Something about a dog. So be careful about a dog attacking a child, is what I'm getting. Or a dog could have attacked somebody's child that's out here in a collective. Somebody, I just heard somebody is, I don't know, somebody has been real selective. Okay. Yeah. Spirit said somebody in a collective said that they just don't, I don't believe you. I just cannot believe that you are on here talking about you can hear my past over loved one. You don't have to believe in me. That's what you don't have to do. Okay. Yeah. Somebody is real impatient, Spirit is saying. Okay. I don't know. Why are you trying to rush the message? I'm not in a rush. I don't have nothing else to do right now. Okay. So there's a need for somebody to be real patient because my gifts are like, I heard that my gifts is through the roof. Like my gifts is like, I'm really gifted. That's what I just heard somebody say in spirit. Okay, so it's worth the wait. I just heard them tell me to tell you that. Okay. What am I doing right now? How am I receiving the messages? Is what somebody is saying. Well, I'm just sitting here building a doll, okay, out of some fabric that I have. I'm like real gifted with this. Okay. It's just a piece of fabric I just had picked up off the floor and I just felt like making a doll while I'm channeling this message. Okay. So, first of all, I'm picking up on somebody who is into oils. I'm hearing something about olive oil. Popeye the Sailor Man. Popeye the Sailor Man is what I'm hearing in the background. Boop, boop. is what I'm hearing. Okay. So this could be somebody's child that is watching this. I don't know. I'm picking up on. Yeah, be real careful when it comes to your children or somebody's child. Okay, is I see a kidnapping. Okay, so somebody needs to be real careful here. Okay, what's going on, spirit? Yeah, this is what I'm doing while I'm channeling this message. I'm making a doll out of some fabric I just picked up off the floor right here. Okay, is what I'm doing while I'm channeling this message. I just heard something about Stuart Little. Okay, I just heard something about Humpty Dumpty. He did sit on the wall. Humpty Dumpty, he had a really great fall. It's true that all the king's horses and all the king's men, they just couldn't put Humpty back together again. Okay, so I'm picking up on death. Okay, so it's almost like when you do die, it don't matter what they do. If you gone, you gone. Okay, Humpty Dumpty, he did sit on the wall. He did do that. He did have a really great fall. Okay, all of the king's horses and all the king's men, they did everything they could do to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. They couldn't do it because it was impossible. He had already broke his shell. His shell was broken. You know, they tried to put him back together, but they could never get him back to how he was at first before he fell, before he had that great fall. Okay, most of all, you know, the people that tried to put him back together was his peoples, like his team, all of his men, all the king horses and all the king's men. You know, it's just sad that they couldn't even put him back together again. So when his shell broke, his spirit left. Okay, he wasn't there anymore because he had nowhere to be. Okay, his shell was where his spirit resided. His spirit resided inside the shell. So once the shell broke, it released Humpty Dumpty. Now he was in his true form. And that's the only way that you could worship the Most High is in your true form. Okay, and that's in spirit. So you never ever really truly are worshiping the Most High until you get into your true form, and which is in your true form is in spirit. I don't know why are y'all so afraid of spirits when you are a spirit, first and foremost. Why is it so fascinating that I could talk to your past over loved one when they was just here in human form? They never died. They body died. Okay. Is what spirit wants you to know. They still here. They just don't have nowhere to go. Okay. They can't share your body with you. That's not something that's possible. Okay. Like say somebody got kicked out their house and they needed somewhere to stay. This is not that. Okay. They lost their body. Okay. That's a completely whole, even though the body is like home for you to reside in. But when you give up the flesh, okay, it's not something that you could go fight in court and get 30 more days. This is not the flesh is something that God gave you temporarily to reside in to complete a mission. You have a mission here on earth, an assignment. Everybody has an assignment, okay? And that assignment, until you complete that assignment, it is said, until you complete that assignment, you will be here until you complete it. But that's not true, because if the Most High see that you're not even trying to figure out what you're here to do, He will just call you home, because you wasting time and you taking up space. Somebody else could be here doing and trying to figure out what they here to do. You basically not even showing no signs. If you're not showing no signs, excuse me, my laptop fell. If you're not showing no signs, um, no kind of signs that you want to know what you here to do, then the Most High will very much will call you, because then you're wasting something that is of an essence, which is time. Okay, so and time and spirit in the spirit realm, time is money. So in the spiritual realm, time is money. So you're wasting money, because it's like you have to pay for everything that you do here on earth. So if you here, you got to pay for that. That's not free being here. And some of us have got a loan from the Most High. We literally borrowed spiritual money from the Most High to come be here to live. And it's like you done wasted all of this motherfucking money down here, and you ain't even did. You had to have a reason for why you wanted to come here. It was a certain agenda that you had. Thank you, Spirit. Before you left the spirit realm, you told the Most High that you really needed to come here, and you had to have a valid reason to come. And then you told him what you was gonna do when you got here. He gave you the loan. He loaned you the money, and time is money. So time is of an essence. So he loaned you the money. He loaned you the time. You got to pay him that back. That's not, you feel me? He could forgive you and waive that though. That's why they said God is a forgiving God. They said that He will forgive you for your sins. Your sins is the money that you use to come down here, and the money is time. Okay. Now, like the IRS is forgiving everybody right now for they past taxes, unpaid taxes, and shit like that. That's going on in the spiritual realm too. Only difference is this you're wasting. If he noticed that you're wasting money, which is time, time is money. Okay, if you're wasting time, then he'll, you forfeit the contract. So you die over here in the material realm. You die over here. I just built this channeling this message. I just made this channeling this message. You die over here. Okay? Because you wasting time. You taking up space. You wasting energy. And especially if you over here crying and complaining and shit, then the Most High gonna be like, well, damn, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear you crying and saying that you suffering and shit. So he'll just go on and call you. He'll call you back on up, back to the spiritual realm. Now you are in spiritual debt. Now you have to pay your spiritual debt. So how are you gonna do that if you're not paying for it over there? Okay. When you come back to live again, then that's how you have debt that you have to pay. You gotta pay that debt off, that karmic debt. Okay, is what's being brought up right now. hmm You told the Most High that you was gonna do something. I'm hearing that you looked him right dead in his eyes and you told him that that's what you was coming over here to do. Now that you over here and shit like that, you want to be crying and complaining, slipping your wrist or whatever you doing. Okay, snatching your hair out, biting your nails, crying every night, crying yourself to sleep, whatever it is that you doing. Cause he confused. Cause it's almost like you forgot what you here to do. Okay, that's what he sent. Like, what the hell is going on? That's what the Most High is trying to figure out. Because what are you doing? You're not even supposed to be doing what you down here doing or what you over here in life doing. You said you wasn't going to do that this time. Because I'm getting at you already lived. You already had a chance to prove yourself worthy over here before. Like, this is not your first time living, is what I'm getting. Like, you are the passed over loved one. You are the one that's coming through this reading with a message to yourself right now. Okay. Whatever you said you was coming over here to do, I feel like you need to get on that. You need to do whatever you said you was coming here to do. Okay, not everybody is gonna die and not everybody was born. Okay, and I'm not, everybody ain't on earth. Everybody ain't on earth. Okay, some people is on Jupiter, some people is on Mercury, the planets. Different timelines is what we on. Okay, and I feel like from a different timeline to another timeline, because I'm in a whole nother timeline, me trying to tell you that it's time for you to do what the hell you said you was gonna go to that timeline and do. Okay, because it's almost like all you gonna do is send yourself to, because I'm telling you, they gonna send out a spiritual warrant for your arrest. I feel like you already been spiritually investigated and spiritually monitored. You could feel like somebody is watching you, and these readers keep saying that somebody is watching you, but it'll come out in love readings and everything. And it's not a lover, bro. It's a spiritual investigator that's investigating whoever you are. Okay. This could be about you or it could be about the person you watching this reading for. But somebody is like being watched because I feel like you breaking spiritual laws. Because you said that you was going over there on that timeline that you on to do a certain mission. Okay. You already had that regular life before. Like when the very first time that you are born, you grow up as a kid and all that. Okay, you get your shots, you go to elementary school, high school, all that. I feel like that's not what's going on for you this time. This time that you over here in this realm, you skip, like, you not doing that this time. You said you was coming over here to do something else, and you not doing that. Whoever this message is for, okay, you breaking spiritual laws. So now you are being spiritually followed. You could feel like somebody is following you. You could feel like somebody is watching you. Okay. And there's no one in this realm, over there in that realm, in that human realm, the material realm, where you can see, feel, and touch all of that stuff over there. It's not, ain't nobody spying over you. Like, they not spying on you over there. It's from the spiritual realm, somebody from the spiritual realm that they work in the spiritual law field. This private investigator, this person right here, this spirit is investigating you. They're monitoring you spiritually, okay? Because you are breaking spiritual law. You are not doing what you said you was gonna go do over there. Okay, I don't know what dimension are you in. Are you in the 3D, 4D, 5D, or 6D? But we on it's different levels to this shit. And I'm on a whole nother timeline. I'm not on the same timeline that you on. I'm trying to reach out to you from a whole nother timeline to warn you, to give you a heads up, okay, that you are being, they finna put out a warrant for your arrest. This the spiritual realm is gonna be a spiritual warrant, and you gonna go to spiritual jail, is what I'm hearing. And then you gonna have a spiritual court date uh, on the first spiritual working day to go to court. Okay, it is then judgment is gonna be called. Okay, and from there it can go from anywhere. It could go anywhere from there. Okay, so and you, but you still got a chance because they just started investigating you, whoever you are. It's not a game. This is like real as hell. Okay, this is real. And whoever you are, I feel like you've been playing with the spiritual laws, thinking that you can't get in trouble because you feel like it won't be detected because you over there. No, they don't. It don't matter what timeline you on. Okay, it don't matter what planet that you advance to. It don't matter if you on Earth or not. These is like the higher ups we talking about. Okay, it don't matter if you human or alien. It don't matter if you in spirit or whatever, whether you in purgatory or not. It don't matter where you are, whether you in the the loop, whether you in between worlds. It don't matter where you are. If you are not doing what you said you was going to go do, okay, then they looking at that, bro, because you posted, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you already lived that first life, that life where you died and they had the funeral and all that for you. You passed that. You're past that, dog. Like literally, you're past that. You are not supposed to be over there no more. Your name and all of that is known for deceased. You're dead over there. But they let you go back because you said you needed to do something and that you ain't doing it though. You over there, I'm hearing you over there fucking, smoking, and doing all kind of shit. Is what I'm hearing. Yeah, they watching that. They everything that you do. They watching everything you do. They telling you this in the readings. Every time you watch a reading, a reader is telling you that somebody is watching everything that you doing. Somebody's watching you and shit like that. Even in love readings, they tell you that the reader do. And I'm picking up on somebody who is purchasing personal readings. Even in your personal reading, they're telling you that somebody's watching you. You could feel like somebody watching you, like somebody's monitoring you. They watching everything you doing. That's a spirit that's doing that. It's a spiritual investigator. Cause somebody is literally breaking spiritual laws, but they need proof that you doing it. So they monitoring you and shit like that. Okay, somebody needs to be real careful with that type of shit. Cause I'm telling you, you will lose your privilege. You will lose your privilege. Everything will just go black for you, and it's not supposed to just go black. It never went black. Even when you died the first, second, third, and fourth time, it never went black for you. But if you keep fucking around and keep playing around with these lies, that God keep giving you life after life after life. I'm hearing you die and then you be reincarnated. You die and then you reincarnate again. You die and then you then came back again. And you just not doing what the hell you told the Most High you was gonna do. That's what he's on gang. That's what I'm hearing him say on everything. You not doing nothing that you said you was gonna do, bro. And he been waiting to see you do that shit. Whatever you told him you was gonna do, he been literally waiting to see you do it. And I'm hearing that you not even taking initiative to do anything that you said that you was gonna do. Okay. I just heard Jesus wept. Okay, and that's deep. That's deep, bro. Okay, you're not even supposed to be where you are right now. You're not supposed to be high right now. If you high, you're not supposed to be high or none of that shit right now. And I just see the, like a lot of angels blowing out, they're blowing clouds out their mouth. But the clouds, it got SMH in the clouds. And the clouds is saying, shaking my head, shaking my head. And it's just like, damn, get it together. I feel like you are a part of the angels. You one of the angels. Okay, but and you acting like you don't remember what the hell you said you was gonna do. Like it's just crazy. Like, what do you mean? You don't remember? I know what you here to do. I know if I know, then how come you don't know? Is what I hear somebody's angel say. Okay. That's crazy. It's just rocking my world though. Like literally I'm looking up and my world is rocking back and forth. And it's because it's like the energy that you carry can be felt, can really be felt in the spiritual realm and in that realm that you in, because I'm not over there. Okay, I am not of the world. I do not live there. I was not born there. Okay, I was not born, and if you see me on earth, it's because of something real serious. Okay, real serious. I am not on earth. I am not. And a lot of people they shy away from me when I tell them that I'm not. And but they like, well, why am I talking to you? Why can I see you? That's because you need to go within for that answer, and you need to pray because it's not nothing good if you see me and hear me. Okay, it's always something that needs to be like, and it requires your undivided attention. Okay, it seems petty though. It seems small. It seems petty, and whatever. The reason why I'm here and you can see me and you can hear me, when I tell you why I'm right here and why you can see me and hear me, you gon' then the Spirit is telling me, Spirit is saying, the Holy Spirit, the Most High God, is telling me immediately you gonna leave the uh the message. You gonna leave and go watch somebody else. He said, because you gonna feel like the message is petty when he's telling me, he has always told me since I've been reading that no message is petty, because he said it's the smallest things that lead to disasters and death and, you know, overdoses and rapes and stuff like that. It be the smallest situation that leads to your death. It don't always have to be something tragic or major. It could be a freak accident just out the blue. Okay, you could be got out your car and just trying to walk into Whole Foods or something like that, or Sprouts, or and the car come flying and boom, bow, take out the whole parking lot because it blew up. A freak accident, some shit you didn't even see coming, is getting ready to happen. I'm getting that for somebody. Okay, That's why you see me. That's why you hear me, because I'm picking up on a freak accident. Somebody falling down a flight of stairs and breaking the fuck out of their neck or something like that. Okay. So it is very important that people that did see me and caught this, they need to stay and get this message. I don't know when I'm going to deliver it though. Okay. Whatever it is very concerning. It has me feeling like I want to knit. Okay. It's putting me in a zone. I'm zoning out right now. I see somebody sitting in a rocking chair with some yarn and some knitting needles or some needle and thread or whatever it is that this woman has. Okay. The sun is going down. Whoever this is. Okay. She is like she lives in Africa. It's like she's in a safari, is what I see her doing. And one thing that the Most High, it really bothers him is when somebody asks him, what did I do to deserve this? It just really make him feel like he's the one that is, fucking up. Like he's the reason why whatever is happening is happening. And he's not the reason. Okay? He's not. You're messing up. You're doing something to cause that. Okay? And just because you did it, what that mean? You still have to follow spiritual law. Who are you? Okay, so if you commit murder, you're gonna pay just like everybody else will have to pay for murder, is what I'm hearing. Okay, you're nobody special. You're just like everybody else. God loves us all the same. No sin is greater than the next. It's only one sin that the Lord will not forgive you for, and that's when you blaspheme His name. Okay, I'm hearing somebody do that, and that's the worst thing. That's the scariest thing to me. It's for somebody to blaspheme the Father just because you're doing something that He does not favor. He said that He is not fond of pretty. He is not. How did they say that? I am not too. Oh, God does not like ugly, but He is not too fond of pretty either. Okay. So, and the reason for that is because of the devil. He was the most beautiful angel in heaven. He was very pretty, beautiful, whatever you want to call it. And what did he do? He turned real ugly and he betrayed the Most High. Okay? So he thought he could betray the Most High. When he don't know, he was stupid. He was real stupid because he did not know that God is the one that knows all that you have ever done and all that you ever will do. He knows what you're going to do way before you even attempt to even a little bit. Just try to do it just a tiny little bit. He knows that you're going to do it. He knows it. He knows what you're going to do before you do it. Okay, so you can't fool him. You could try and fool me all day. And you probably can't even fool me either because of my spiritual gifts. But you cannot trick the Most High. You cannot lie to the Most High. Okay? Because that's like Him judging you on your judgment day. And him asking you, why did you do this and why did you do that? And then you tell him that you didn't do it. When what? He knows that you did that. You cannot tell God that you did not do that. He saw you do it. He knew you was going to do it before you did it. Okay? Literally, somebody don't know this or something. Like, you better off lying to me before you lie to God. You better off lying to whoever on this earth before you look him in his eyes and his face and tell him that you didn't do it when he watched you do it. He watched you. He knew you was going to do it before you did it. He set it up like that. He set the shit up like that just to see if you was going to surprise him and not do it. And you did that just like he knew you would, because he knew it because he set it up that way. No sin is greater than the next, though, unless you blaspheme his name. Okay, you better off blasphemy in my name before you do that to him. Blame me and curse me. Don't do that to the Most High. Okay, I'm just telling you because we all have to do that one thing that we never done before. If we did do it and if we living again, we don't really truly remember that shit. You know, you kind of do, but you don't. You do, but you don't. Okay? And I just feel like somebody needs to just embrace the fact that the Most High, He knows us better than we know ourselves. We don't even be knowing ourselves half of the time. Just to be honest, just keep it real. We don't even be knowing our own selves sometimes. So God know us better than we know ourselves. So damn, just imagine what it would be like to if you was God and you had 14 billion kids or whatever, however many he got. You know what I'm saying? And he has to know you better than you know yourself. God is very, 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 very unique. He's very different. He is very gifted. If you think that somebody has a gift on in this world, okay, God is gifted. He is like out of this, like out of like I can't even explain how gifted he is. Okay, so there's nothing that you can do that God can't do. Okay, there's nothing that God cannot do that you can do. Okay, who are you? You get what I'm saying? On side of God, you are just his child. Okay, just like he made you, he can take you out. Just like they be telling us, our mom and dad, just like I made you, I can take your ass out. I can send you back to where I got you from. I was here first. I didn't have to give birth to you. I didn't have to have you. Okay, this my world that you living in. I'm like literally mom and dad is like God to you until you realize who God is. It's not them. It ain't your mama and your daddy. That's what it ain't. You and your mom and dad, and you share the same dad. That's the coldest part about it ever. Your mom and your daddy and you share the same dad, which is God. It's the same creator, the same father. You, your mom, and your dad, y'all all got the same parent, which is God Himself. So there's no one that can outdo Him. Somebody didn't know that, and it's hard when you finally realize that That's the truth. There's no one in this world that can outdo him. He has the last say in everything. He sure do. And I feel like your passed over loved one being here right now with a message is God giving you a gift. Okay? Because his rules clearly say that once you go to heaven, ain't no coming up out of there. Ain't no, you can't go to heaven and come back to earth. But if when your passed over loved one come through with a message, that's like a hall pass from God. Like, go ahead and communicate with your with your loved one. Bring them closure. Okay. I just heard Christine, Christina, Regina, Marianne, Nevaeh, Siobhan, Ron. I just heard Albert, Gilbert, Stacy. I just heard Avery. I just heard Nathaniel. I just heard Terry. Hmm. I just heard Hoover. I just heard Legale or Miguel. I just heard Percy. Mm. Maverick, Nate, Lacey, or Tracy. Something about the Visine eye drops. or a visor or sun visor, or an advisor. Somebody could have went and got advice about something, some kind of device. Something about ice or something like that. ISIS or I just heard something about your scooter. Mm-hmm. Lorraine, Durango, DeMarco. I just heard Caesar. Caesar, then Chavez. Some about the boys, the hangout boys. Somebody is, I heard, 55 years old. I just heard Jessica, and I just heard the Wheel of Fortune, the game show. The Price is Right. Mm-hmm. Jeopardy. Mm-hmm. Monopoly. Tetris. Elvis Presley. Pretzels. Something about pretzels. I just heard Bethany or something about somebody's balcony, somebody's porch. Somebody has a mouse, like a wild mouse, a rodent, or something that's potent, or they say something that's contagious. Somebody lives in a small town. I just heard something about a herd, like a herd of animals or a group of birds. I'm hearing something about frogs also, like toads. I'm hearing tadpoles. I don't know what the fuck that is. I just heard the name Gladys or Macy. I just heard something about Redondo or Ricardo or Carlos. Somebody don't like toast. Toast. Like bread toasted. Somebody, I don't know. Somebody just got ghosted by somebody. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody got a sty on their eye, like a star on their eye, or a lie bump on their tongue. Now I'm getting something about Asian, like Young Fu, Kung Fu Young or some shit. I can't make it all the way out with that saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Something about somebody's bow and arrow. Somebody somebody said that you need to spend more time out in nature, especially if you Asian or if you know somebody that's Asian. Okay, you need to spend more time meditating. Okay, stop blaming yourself. Okay, I don't know. It's for somebody. You need to call a lawyer. The longer you wait, the longer it's gonna take. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna get more money than what the insurance company is offering you. Hmm. For somebody, I feel like they settled. They're not gonna take it to trial, so your check should be coming soon. And I just heard something about the moon. Somebody cut your hair and they went under the moon with it. So that's why I don't have hair. I'm bald. I don't play that. Yeah. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the like button. Somebody can literally drive off a cliff. So somebody needs to be careful. I feel like it's gonna be you, your mom, and the kids in the car when this happens. Or your husband's mother. Okay? I just heard there was no survivors. So be careful. I see like a green or a purple van. Somebody needs to be careful. Something about camp. Okay? Hiking and camping out should be avoided this week. Okay? Anything like that requires you to be in the woods, I wouldn't go to. Okay? Any boating activity, I wouldn't do. Okay? Any driving up mountains and hills, I wouldn't drive up no mountain, up no hill. I wouldn't do no road trips or none of that for at least 2 weeks after this. I just heard something about Hurricane Katrina. Okay? I wouldn't get on no airplane or nothing for like 2 weeks after I heard this reading. I'm picking up on Final Destination, the movie. Okay. I'm saying the universe rejects somebody's whole existence. Like, mm-mm. I just heard Jessica again. I feel like it is really, really highly significant. Mm. I don't know. Some of this shit I can't say. I could say and do whatever the fuck I please, but I just don't want to scare nobody. You know, I just heard Nancy. Okay. I feel like this person could be in some kind of pain at this time. Okay. Somebody is experiencing some pain that they can even describe the pain to the doctor. I just heard. Okay. Whoever this is has been looking up their signs and symptoms online. I heard so they could self-diagnose themselves. This is an ex-doctor. I just heard somebody that used to work in the medical field. They retired from the medical field. What's going on, Spirit? So we have seclusive. Okay. It says, I came to this planet to get away from everyone. I was tired of the frenzy that seemed to infect everyone living in the core worlds. Way out here, there isn't a single other intelligent being. It's just me and the trees, flowers and grass. I even scrapped I even scraped the ship I arrived in, using it to help me build my shelter. No one else comes here and I can't ever leave again. I just said that earlier in the reading. Okay. That not all of us is from Earth. All of us, some of us came from a whole nother planet. I said that. We don't all live on Earth, is what I said earlier in the reading. Seclusive. This camera used to be way clearer, but I fucked up the lens some kind of way. I don't know. Well, how did I do that? Let me see if I could wipe it clear. Let me see. Fuck. Nope. That's crazy. I don't even want to do the reading because the fucking camera won't pick up the card. Seclusive is the first word. So somebody is seclusive. I'm getting they don't want to be around anyone right now. Excuse me.